Hey, good evening. Tonight we're going to talk about finding calm in the time of cancer. Calm in the time of cancer. Welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. It's great to begin another week with you in this Monday in July. And we talked about, in the last video, about the hope that we find in Psalm 121 and how that can bring calm to our restless spirit. But tonight I want to drill down a little bit and make that very specific. How do we find hope? How do we find calmness in the time of cancer? Because cancer, as you know, is a disrupting, a disorienting, vicious disease, which changes everything about us. The cancer changes us. The treatment that we get from cancer changes us. The aftermath of cancer radically changes us. But it never changes God. And that's the hope that we have from Psalm 121. I'm speaking as a survivor of cancer myself now 10 years ago. 15 years ago, my wife, Ruth, was diagnosed with brain cancer, which would later take her life 3 years later. So I know a little bit about the devastation of cancer. And yet this Psalm 121 brings calm in the time of cancer. We looked at verses 1 through 4 last time. Tonight we're going to look at verses 5 and 6. The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. So, when we have cancer, especially when we have cancer that takes our life or the lives of the ones that we love, as in my wife, how is God watching over us? What is this psalm? Is this like a cruel joke? Or is there actual hope here for us? See, the first thing we need to learn here is if God is taking care of us, if he's our constant shepherd, if he's always watching over us, that means then, this first point we need to remember, cancer is no accident. Cancer is not random. It's not happening apart from the purpose and plan of God. And we're going to see why that's true, but that's important. Remember, if the dial of cancer didn't spin around and the point happened to land on me or my wife or maybe on you or someone you know. It's not random. But if that's true, then how can these words be true? He watches over you. The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you, nor the moon by night. Cancer causes a lot of harm and devastation. It rips us apart. So how is this true? Ruth had 4 passages of scripture that during her time, three and a half years of the battle with brain cancer, glioblastoma, the most lethal kind. She had 4 passages, 4 psalms that we read to her most every day that she just clung to. Psalm 23, Lord is my shepherd. Psalm 46, God reigns in chaos. And then this one, Psalm 121 and Psalm 139. Those 4 brought her great comfort. These words, the Lord watches over you. The Lord is your protective shade. The sun will not harm you. She was comforted by that, even as her body and her brain was being attacked by the viciousness of cancer. You see, there's more to life. There was more to Ruth than her physical body. Cancer connects us to the unseen. The image on the screen right now, you see these stepping stones, and they wander off into something you cannot see. We see and then we don't see. That's what cancer reveals to us. It reveals the unseen. the part of Ruth that was special and precious and loving to God, that made her who she is, who she was, and who she is to this day, that cannot be hurt. That cannot be harmed. The Lord does stand over her, keeping watch. He is her shade. The sun will not harm her, did not harm her. The moon did not harm her at night. She calmed to that. See, the real person that we are is more than this physical body. That's the part that can't be hurt. Even though we're being ravaged and torn apart, literally ripped apart from the inside out, which is what cancer does. These words are true. They brought tremendous calm to Ruth. All the things that she loved to do were taken from her, or at least attempted to be taken from her. But she remained calm. She remained confident of God's care. She was a comfort to people. Rather than needing to be comfort, she brought comfort. Because she was secure with her God. She was secure with his care. So in the time of cancer, this psalm brings calm. It's not random. There is this part of life that cancer connects us to that is beyond what we can see. Because we are faced with our own limitations. We are faced with the shortness of this life. And yet through that, the cancer opened the window into a life that's to come, that we can participate in right now. My cancer was not nearly as serious as hers. Treatment was still devastating. Still feeling the impact of it to this day. But seeing Ruth's calmness, her hope, her unshakable truth that the Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night, brought calm to her spirit and hope to those of us who loved her. That's the blessed truth of God. And Lord willing, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Love your thoughts and feedback. Have a great night. Bye-bye.